Let me just put in a pitch. The microphone really makes it hard to build a bridge. But I
was going to buy a stand.
and let me make a hard pitch for Playwright for those that haven't used it that just came up. This is like the single best thing you can add to your vibe coding workflows if you're doing web dev stuff. To pull up the image into the context window and not screenshot. Really good. Works with all of them. It will control the whole browser. Set it to Firefox. If you do Chrome, it's just oddly annoying. I don't know why. Firefox one works much better. In fact, let me put one picture on screen. This was from the big MCP night 2.0 that WorkOS threw that had a bunch of cool folks, including Eric from Cursor, who's a super cool guy. And these are the most popular MCP servers, which includes Playwright up there, for what it's worth. But the number one server that is being used is Context 7. So, begin therapy session. Who here has used Context 7? Cool, a bunch of folks. Now you might be like, that's a weird name that tells you nothing about what it does. It's a docs server. And this is something we are struggling with, or at WorkOS and in general, that the number one blocker on vibe coding is getting docs in a timely manner. So, who has done Context 7 we've asked? Who's used Git MCP here? No one. Wow. It's great. They have the domain, you just change your github.com to gitmcp.io, and it will auto-generate the MCP server for that Git repository. It is, however, kind of not super indexed. This is like a good useful hack. We also made a local MCP server that runs fully locally and auto-gens doc search that I don't like. And then who has used a Midlify doc server? We've got a couple. Okay, so you guys have discovered the same thing that we have, which is that no one wants to install a new MCP server to access new docs. It's kind of annoying, which is why all the time I'm just using Context 7, even though it's kind of bad. For those that haven't used it, you literally just ask, show me all of the WorkOS docs. And it's like, oh, that was a bad voice transcription thing. That one is Whisperflow. We had Super Whisper before. Then we had Aqua Voice. There's another competition. It literally has only two tools. It will find the relevant docs and pull the entire LLMs.txt into your context window. And this is by far and away the number one way I use docs, and it's terrible. And we need to fix this as a group of people. Is anyone here working on a doc server? The three people in the room, we should all chat on how to make this really good, because it does dirty up the context window. We're getting a fetch failed on all of them. Excellent. It's worth noting that the only way we got this into Context 7 was not an elite redesign of our website to make it better indexed. It was not building a custom MCP server and trying to get everyone to do it. We just DM'd the people at Context 7 and got them to correctly scrape our LLMs.txt. And this is a good reminder that in the Bay Area, you can just DM people. It solves a lot of problems. Okay, that's my rant on docs, and I welcome any conversation about how to do this really well. I was giving up and literally just doing web search. But you might be like, what is this weird repo Tobin's poking around here with an MCP server? This is my regular pitch that WorkOS, in addition to being a security vendor, is now a shirt resale organization. And I would like to encourage anyone to get a free MCP shirt that you can only buy through MCP. And if you go in Claude, can you use my hotkeys correctly? No. Can you please buy me a shirt? Assuming Claude doesn't give up on me. My darling, please. Do we not have... Well, team, this is the beauty of... Well, we're connected. We have tools. We have an inventory. Let's just go for it. I also have the binding YOLO for dangerously accepting permissions. Let's confirm this has MCP to it. We'll have to do another auth on the new YOLO. You will need to log in. And once you have into full code, you can now, please, for the love of God, buy me a shirt. Wonderful. Genuinely, we have so many shirts to give away, and they're really fun shirts. I encourage everyone to do it. It's a great entry point to check that your client workflow correctly supports all the latest spec to go deeper things. So